Oh, yes, that's right. Storm watch coverage. It continues right here at the Weather Network. We are dealing with quite a big system out through eastern Canada as well as on the west coast as well. Lots of rain and snow on the way, but we'll start our programming right now in Atlantic Canada, where we look at the radar and you can see much of you getting into the snow. Yes, 11 centimeters of snow has fallen in Halifax, but notice what Halifax is getting into right now. That's the mixing. That's as the warm front moves through. Behind that, it's going to be rain. We'll talk about some totals in a second, but let's join Nathan Coleman. And Nate, give us an update on where you are and what's going on. Oh, very good points, Nate, because today relatively warmer. You'll see a late daytime high, but into Monday, especially Tuesday, a huge dip in temperatures. So all of this precipitation, it's going to freeze. Now, when we talk about some of the totals, this is the snow here. So places like, let's say, north of Fredericton, Bathurst, up and towards the Quebec border, you're getting into some of the higher amounts. Anything south of that, it's going to start as snow and then transition into the freezing ice pellets and then the rain. So when we talk about the rain, yeah, rainfall warnings are in place right now for Yarmouth, the extreme southwest, and then this system, it's going to continue on into Newfoundland, and this will be your story into Monday. Let's take you into Ontario. These whiteout conditions, blowing snow, the freezing rain came through. Here's a little recap on some of the numbers here. So 28 centimeters up to the north, this was just straight snow. Anything to the south of that did have that transition period, that mixing, that rain. But notice Montreal, 20 centimeters, that fell in about 6 hours. So high snowfall rates associated with this system. Clipper moves fast. Now, as we look at today in Ontario, everything is continuing to push on out of here, to push further east. But as that system sort of wraps around, this is going to create some snow squalls, some lake effect snow, very possible today, and even into tomorrow, that's still going to be the scene. Now, as we take you across the prairies, we want you to connect with us, tell us about the cold. So as we look at our temperature map here, nobody likes the deep dark purple. No, this is uncomfortable cold. This is dangerous cold, and this is an issue right now out of Alberta all the way into Manitoba. So the cold weather, it's here today and throughout this week as well. And of course, we will keep you updated on those extreme cold alerts. Minus 40s with the wind chill. Hello to you in Regina. That's what you're feeling like. As we look at our system out on the BC coast, this is bringing rain up and down the coast and then snow through and into the interior. So a very messy mix. Lots of different elements with both coastal systems right now. So as we can see, this will continue in through the overnight, Monday as well. The rain for Metro Vancouver, you could be seeing around 70 millimeters of rain. Victoria, same issue goes with you. You could be seeing around 50. So the rainfall totals, they are going to be extreme, and then the snowfall as well. This is where amounts are really going to start to climb. I couldn't imagine traveling today on the Sea to Sky Highway, the Coquihalla. Road conditions are going to be a mess. So our storm watch coverage, it continues. We have more in just after this break. What a weekend. First weekend of 2015, and we're kicking it off in Storm Watch. It has been busy here, and I'm glad you've stayed with us, of course, tracking these storms out in eastern Canada. The Clipper and the Texas Low, oh, they did merge, and they created quite a big issue through Ontario, Quebec, and today's your storm day in the Atlantic. Nate Coleman will be joining us in just a second, so don't go anywhere. But I want to start off in BC on the west coast, where quite a bit of rain, quite a bit of snow, that's headed your way. When we look at some of the totals, impressive here. Victoria could see around 50 millimeters of rain. Metro Vancouver, 75. That's today and into tomorrow. Now, snow. This is also a concern, more towards the interior. Vancouver, you could see trace amounts. When we say trace, like a dusting of snow here. The higher totals, that's more through the interior. I can only imagine what it looks like driving in the interior. Have a look at this, Rogers Pass. Driving conditions are tough, so that's why there are some special statements out. If you are on the Sea to Sky, I could only imagine what the Coquihalla is like, Highway 1 as well, trying to get into Banff. Things are going to be treacherous and tough as this system moves through. Now, as we jump our story into Ontario, this is our next big weather maker. This is the system that brought some ice, some snow, some rain. Driving conditions were also tough. Have a look at this video here, just to paint a little picture at what this system did. Looks to be a little calm here in Trenton. But the ice accretion, that was some of the most impressive parts. We saw some very heavy, wet snow to start, and then that ice pellety mix. You in Atlantic Canada, that's what you're bracing for into today. Today in Ontario, this system continues to move through, but we do have some wraparound winds which travel over relatively warm bodies of water, and you guessed it, yeah, snow squalls. That's quite possible into the late afternoon today. And a massive decline in temperatures. This system from Texas brought our temperatures up. It was very nice today. 5 degrees is the high in Toronto, but a huge drop in temperatures. As you look at Timmins now, already feeling it. Monday into Tuesday, yeah, temperatures are going to stay the same with the wind chill of -29. A biting cold here, -34 tomorrow in Timmins, a freezing day. Today in Atlantic Canada, you'll see a late day, daytime high with a plummet in terms of the temperature. So let's go outside to Nathan Coleman. And Nate, how is the city of Moncton reacting to this system? Oh, good point there, Nathan, because temperatures are going to take a massive dip. Some people seeing a temperature change of 10, 15 degrees here. So you see the system as it moves through in the afternoon. Much of you will be into that mixing. And then through the overnight, more rain starts to move through as well. And then, as Nate hinted to, a massive drop in temperatures. Big drop in temperatures. That's going to happen for the whole country into next week. So, of course, wind chill and frostbite becomes a concern. Chris St. Clair is back next with more on that. Our Storm Watch coverage, it sure does continue here on the Weather Network. First weekend of 2015, and we've got a lot to talk about in terms of our weather stories. Of course, out on the West Coast, preparing for quite a bit of rain and snow. Travel is going to be tough. Mark Robinson will be joining the show later on, and he'll be talking about all of that stormy weather, the snow and the rain, and then out through eastern Canada. Ontario, you've already dealt with it. It's exiting through Quebec and now into the Atlantic, and this is your big story. So Nathan Coleman, of course, he's a hardworking guy. He's out in Moncton. And Nate, fill us in on some of the road conditions. Oh, Nathan, yeah, not a delicious birthday cake, that's for sure. It's a messy mix. And as we look at our live radar right now, you can see the snow still very much an issue. Yes, Moncton, that's where Nathan is. You are very soon to transition. So you can see Halifax has already transitioned. Over 10 centimeters of snow has fallen in Halifax. That's where the warm front is, where you see the pinks, the mixing, and then to the south of that, that's rain. So like Nate was mentioning, that's the last layer of the cake there. You'll be getting into the rain. As we look at how much snow is possible, here it is. So areas more to the south, you'll be getting into the rain and the snow. So lesser amounts of the snow, but higher totals when it comes to the rain. Have a look at some of the rain here throughout southern Nova Scotia. Yarmouth, for example, 30 millimeters possible. You could even see 40. And that's why rainfall warnings are in place. And I do want to draw attention, Newfoundland, it's a good day for you today. This system moves in overnight, and it's your story into Monday. Now let's go to Ontario, where they've already seen this story. Look at that. Yeah, looks a little bit like the ice storm of last year. Of course, not as intense, but 300 crashes. That's what happened on the 400 series yesterday. All you need is a little bit of snow. Look at Toronto, 2 centimeters. Now, locally higher amounts. I was in Mississauga yesterday. There was about 6 to 7. But once that rain came through, really flattened everything down and created that sheet of ice. Today, the system continues to depart. Freezing rain still an issue, rain as well, and a massive drop in temperatures. When these temperatures drop, what's on the ground will freeze. So clear off the driveway. Get that sludgy, sloppy mess out of the driveway, off your walkway, because it will freeze. And boy, is it going to create an issue into tomorrow. Now connect with us. Show us the sludge and the slop on your driveway. We want to see it. Alerts are in place because the -40s. That's what the wind chill is. These are the temperatures you will have to get very familiar with through the next few days. Now, don't go anywhere, because when we return, we'll be breaking down the BC story even more. We are seeing very dangerous road conditions, especially through the interior passes, and Mark Robinson will also be joining the show. Thanks for staying with us throughout the hour. Rachel Schoutsen here with you. Chris St. Clair will also be back throughout the show. Nathan Coleman as well. There is a lot to talk about in terms of our weather today. We do have a big storm out of Ontario and Quebec into Atlantic Canada for you in Newfoundland. This is going to be your story into Monday. And then on the West Coast, some rain, some snow. When I say some, that's really an understatement here. We're talking about big amounts. So Vancouver, you could be getting into 75 millimeters of rain. Victoria, same for you, around 60 is possible. These are quite high totals. Now, as we look at some of the snow as well, especially traveling in the interior, things are going to be dangerous as 40 centimeters of snow. This is today and into tomorrow. So we put out this. Special weather statements are in place, highlighted in the purple here, traveling out towards Merritt, through Rogers Pass, Highway 1, the Trans-Canada. Things are going to be a mess, especially with blowing snow as well. High snowfall rates. This is very possible. So in your local forecast, we do have a special segment that talks about the highway conditions. And of course, you can go online to the Weather Network, and under roads and travel conditions, you can have a look at, unfortunately, the scary scene. A lot of kids going back to university today, and it's going to be a very tough travel day. Into Ontario, people have already experienced the tough travel. You just need a little bit of snow, similar to the Metro Vancouver area. Just a little bit of snow and it's chaos on the drive. And that was the scene yesterday. Today is a warmer day, a much warmer day, but temperatures are going to dramatically dip into tomorrow. So all of that sludge on the driveway, on the walkway, clean it off, because that is going to turn into ice later on today and through the overnight. This system will continue to move out. Some wraparound winds, though, could produce some snow squalls. So through the snowbelt regions, light flurries, quite possible today. Through the afternoon, some people still getting into the freezing ice pellets. Yeah, you in Peterborough, thank you for the tweet very much. You are still looking at that active weather. And when we talk about the cold, well, Northern Ontario, you are very much into the cold today and for the next 7 days in Thunder Bay. Hello to you in Timmins. Same story goes here with that wind chill tomorrow. Minus 34. Things are going to be cold, and this cold is going to move itself right into Atlantic Canada. It's knocking on your door. So Nathan Coleman, I know you're out in the storm today. Fill us in. What's it looking like? We love to see your stuff. Instagram it as well to Chris St. Clair, because this is a messy mix. This system has so many different elements to it. We're talking about high snowfall rates, quite a big period of mixing, some rain to follow as well, rainfall warnings, wind warnings as well, wreck house wind warnings, Les Souhaite wind warnings. This is for gusts that could get to around 110 kilometers an hour traveling through the Gulf of the St. Lawrence. So lots of different elements here. Fredericton to Moncton, as Nathan pointed out, this could see quite a long period of mixing. Through the evening, this is when more rain will start to fill through. And of course, we will continue our coverage into this evening. And coming up next, we're going to show you some streeters and what you guys are saying about this system. Yeah, this is another Troy-built storm watch because you'll need it. You'll need that snow thrower with all the amounts of snow we're seeing through Ontario, Quebec, now into the Atlantic, also out in BC through the interior. Some places could see 40 centimeters of snow today and into tomorrow. High snowfall rates, that's for sure. Rachel Schoutsen here with you, and we're breaking down your weather story coast to coast, so don't go anywhere. But we'll start off here first in the Atlantic, where this is as of 10 a.m. this morning. Halifax has already seen 11 centimeters of snow. Fredericton, 13, St. John, 8 centimeters, and this is a messy mix. We're seeing snow to start. Through the afternoon, that freezing period will come through, and then rain to end. Rain to end with warmer temperatures, yes, but those temperatures are going to take a huge spike down through the overnight and into tomorrow. Some places are seeing a 15-degree difference within about 12 hours. A flash freeze? Well, the precipitation on the ground, it certainly is going to freeze. So clean it all off the driveway and the walkway today. Now, let me take you outside. And we talked to you, and Nathan Coleman, he asked, how are you dealing with this system? What do you think of it? Here's your responses. I like it. Doesn't even have a scarf, no toque, no gloves. You guys are hardy, dealing with the system very well. Now, I have St. John's up here because I want to pinpoint. St. John's, overall, today's a pretty nice day. You saw the sunshine this morning. Cloud cover will build throughout the day, and this system is your story into Monday. So the Avalon, mainly seeing rain, yes, but draw a line from around Corner Brook to Gander, anything north of that, that is going to be straight snow. And people in Ontario, well, they know about the straight snow, about the mixing, the ice accretion. It has been quite the story. This is what walking can do. Oh my goodness. That is the video of the storm now, isn't it? Those were the walking conditions people had to deal with. Oh, let's play it again one more time. Oh no. That's a terrible video, isn't it? Unfortunately, that was the issue. When all of that snow falls, then you get that mixing period, warmer temperatures in the rain. What a mess. What a mess that was. Now, this will continue to move on out. Wraparound winds could produce some snow squalls today. So through the snowbelt regions, yes, you're still getting into it. Snow squall watches are in place for the Grey Bruce area. Now, Medicine Hat, you know you're not dealing with snow squalls, but you're dealing with extreme cold throughout the southwest of Alberta. And that's going to be a quick snow tonight and into tomorrow. As we look at the temperatures, boy, is it cold across the prairies. Extreme cold alerts are in place. And of course, we have more on this story throughout the hour, as well as the system that's coming into the BC coast. Lots of rain and lots of snow. We got all the details. Don't go anywhere.